All right, let's talk about one more war story that we used the salute report on. Let's say a war story is, this was actually told to me by an Army veteran who had spent over 20 years in the medical department. So it's a medic, female. She said she did her whole tour of duty being sexually harassed and bullied every single day. Whew. God, that's scary. That goes beyond fight and flight. That now puts somebody in a freeze mode where they are pushing stuff down every day ritualistically, pushing it down. And the bullies that traumatize people, they know how to do it. They know how to push people down and get things done. And the military, this is their mode of operation. Strong are the strongest, or the leaders, and they're the biggest bullies sometimes. And it all comes down, and command and control is how we get stuff done, when you need to get stuff done in the military. So, we have to salute this female that held her course, fulfilled her enlistment, kept good made good on her oath, and did her job. The feelings that she pushed down on a daily basis is basically put her in a freeze mode concerning her true feelings. Now, when she tells the story, it's like, even though I could not stand up for myself, and I just walked away every single day. It wasn't worth fighting for myself or my rights, because it was so many tiers. Abuse had so many levels that you have to know, when do you fight this battle? For her, it was when she left. It was just get it done, move along. Years later, as she processes the feelings that she pushed down, she's finding out that there was a lot of things there that she wished she would have said, wish she could have been true to herself, greater sense of self-worth, so that she could have stood up for herself. So there was a lot of things there that came out of that war story. However, even though I had to go and do a job where I wasn't appreciated and I was criticized every day, and then I had to deal with the abuse, I still love and accept myself completely. That's a good setup phrase. Where did that come from? That came from the little story that I just told you. Army female went to work on a daily basis, she says, and I had to do what I was supposed to do without standing up for myself. That's a good place to start. I didn't stand up for myself. If someone didn't stand up for themselves, why? Why not? If you know something on the inside of you and you know it's right, why not be true to yourself? Why weren't you true to yourself? Okay, well, sometimes you have to let things go and you can't fight every battle. Some people say, hey, you got to wear a mask nowadays. Well, do you fight them by saying, no, I don't? Or do you just kind of put the mask on and walk away from them and then take it off? Sometimes it's not worth the fight because it's really not their fight or your fight. It's on a higher political level. Some things are. Well, some things come from policy. Just certain policies in the military that don't exactly go along with touchy-feely things. I mean, they're there to get things done, and that's the way they are. There's Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, Air Force policy. It's the policy. It's the way it is. It's the Navy way, and that's the way we do it. You may get hurt because of policy. A lot of people leave because policies are not right or get legalistically enforced on some people, and then they get overlooked on other people. I had that happen to me. Buddies, they would all slide on things, man, but boy, if I ever did anything wrong, man, they threw the book at me. It was like, if you do good at what you're doing and you don't bully and badger people, they look for other ways to mess you up. Her story involves having to do the right thing and never feeling deserving enough to stand up for herself. So she had to start by saying, once you interrogated her story, you locate it was like the activity was that it was stealing her sense of self, her sense of worth. Now the size of it was huge. It was like, it was blaring. It was like a 10. This voice, this circumstance, walk into the Sergeant Major's office, immediately you get that feeling. So all she had to do in her story is she had to walk into the office in her imagination. She was immediately triggered. She knew exactly where it was coming from. It was coming from, he's going to start the same routine that has been going on for 20 years. It's not going to stop. The only way it's going to stop is if I leave. So she left, filled her oath, and then left. The war story is, even though I have to do my job and I don't get appreciated and I get beat up emotionally, I still love myself completely. So she's going to tap on that. This is an internal thing. This is not something that's causing immediate physical pain. This is something that could show up in back pain and some sort of crazy diseases, maybe shingles or nervous conditions, indigestion. This is something that will eat at you if you don't let this out. This is the kind of stuff that guys that really struggle with, and, women struggle with this stuff too. Now you got a woman that pushed this down inside of all of the other stuff that's already down in there. So you gotta talk it all out in order to get all of this, where this really comes from. But this is internal, male or female. If it's been going on for 20 years, that's pretty much chronic stress. It's been there acutely that you're feeling it right now, but you've been feeling it for so long that it's chronic. Doesn't know when it started. That's maybe yet to be defined. Oh, what's it doing? In her story, the pain was destroying her ability to exercise and to just rest because it was creating physical back pain. Tapped in on it. She interrogated the war story, found out where it came from, found out specifically that even though the sound of this man's voice crushes me emotionally, I accept myself completely. Even though the tone of this abusive voice crushes me, I accept myself completely. Even though the tone of his voice crushes me emotionally, I accept myself completely. This abuse, abusement, it stole my sense of worth. I forgive him. Forgiveness, what a great option. I forgive them all. Stole my sense of worth. Even though we started on tapping on something, that sense of worth, forgiveness came out of that very easily. And I'm just tapping on me. And this is not even my story, but I'm recognize that, wow, I forgive them. Forgive them and let them go. I release myself from any judgment against myself and against them. Just me telling this story, it's like I felt a little stress connected with it, but I also feel that my stress level has gone down just by talking and tapping on this. You will find out that your stress level goes down. You'll find out that your stress level is linked to your physical pain. You can tap on your physical pain. You can tap on your internal pain, stress level. Tap on your golf game. Hey, even though I'm pulling a little to the left, tap on your golf game to get a little better. When you do, your stress level will go down. Your body will do what it's designed to do. We are intelligently designed to heal. Tap. Follow the clinical model for tapping. Setup statement, eyebrow, outside of the eye socket, bottom of the eye socket, middle of the nose, chin, the collarbone, right here underneath your pec, underneath your arm, top of the head. I'm Chaplain Joe, here to get you home. Tap and prepare to live.